Oh, hello, and welcome to Nice and Blunt. It's time for another live draft on the channel. Leia says hi. Yeah, there she is. Okay. She can she can do her own thing. But I figured why not? I was gonna do a few more of these off the live stream, and we're getting close to the season. I might as well do these uh in public view. And yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's get to it. Before I do another draft, this is the underdog lobby. I'm at the risk of embarrassment going to play a round of chess real quick. I've mentioned my fondness of chess on the channel before. I may embarrass myself, I may lose, but while we wait for maybe some people in the audience to join us, let's get going. If you know anything about chess, you might think this opening is dog shit, but I don't care. This is what I know the best, and if I'm going to risk um, doing this on the live stream, I want a chance for myself to win. But this is typically kind of a losing opening, but there are some very interesting tricks that can come about from it. And like I said, I know this is the best. I'm going to take my chances if I'm going to do it in public with my favorite opening. But yeah, you're probably all like, what the fuck what are you doing? If you know anything about chess, this is like not normal. But okay, we're going to lock that. We'll go there. Not great. Not great. We'll do that. We'll see if he notices. Yeah, he notices. Okay. I'm in kind of some deep shit already. But I promise you this won't last too long. I can already tell. I'm not likely to win this. So my bishop is fucking locked. This is not great, but we'll do that. We'll take it. I might as well resign already. I hate this situation. We'll go out there. Now I can at least free my bishop, but this is not great. Anyways, once I lose, I can already feel it coming. We'll get out of this, but who knows? Maybe they'll make a mistake. Maybe I have a chance, but I'm down 2 points. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. Yeah, I'm screwed here. I should probably resign, but that's for quitters and the people who have higher morals in this than I do. Um, I've pretty much lost. I probably lost you. If you are paying attention, let's do that. Um, we'll go there. Yeah, I'm fucked. Can I draw this? If I can draw it, I'll feel good, but we'll be back. We'll draft very shortly, I promise. Nah, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I lost. Okay. That was embarrassing. But all right, let's get back to what you came here for. Not that. Okay. We're gonna hop into some schnauzers like we were doing earlier. And if you want to draft with me, You can hit the button right now, and I'll probably do 2 of these at once. Once we get some more people going, I'll hop into a second one. But I think that's enough of a time delay. Let's jump in. 10 spots left. Join if you want. If not, no worries. But let's do what we came here to do. Done fooling around. 9 spots left. The thing about that opening that I was using in chess, like, you're usually going to lose kind of quickly. But when you don't, you set up some like really, really fun games. And like you have some phenomenal checkmates set up sometimes when people are not paying attention, when they don't play like super defensively. If they have never faced it before and they're not quite sure how to defend against it, then sometimes like I have some like phenomenal checkmates. But we get pick 1 and we're done talking about chess. I'll probably honestly edit that shit out because that was an embarrassing loss when I repost this. But yeah. Here we are at pick 1. We get a good pick. Let's go. As always, let me know if you have any questions. Happy to answer them. And maybe when we get some more viewers, we'll do another one. But for now, this is it. How you doing, Uzi? What's up? Am I on the clock yet? Nope. Now I am. I've been taking CMC at number 1 lately. Let's go CD Lamb. Haven't taken Lamb in a while. And just for the sake of locking up a good receiver early on, let's go CD Lamb. He'll get signed. There's no way that we're going to get like more than 1 game missed. And I'd be shocked even if he doesn't suit up week 1. But Lamb is going to sign. The Cowboys need him so badly. They would be... Wow, Breece Hall at 3. Interesting. But Jerry Jones would look so stupid if he didn't get that contract done. And Lamb wasn't on the field for the first game. It'll probably happen like 5 days before that game kicks off. But am I trying to draft Gibbs as he falls in ADP? I didn't do it that last draft, but in all honesty, I kind of am because I feel like there's kind of an overreaction at the moment. And like, especially if like this team at 7, who's probably going to take Amon-Ra St. Brown right now, if Gibbs is there at 18, like it's so rare that you get the St. Brown Gibbs combo. I would just do it. It's also really rare that you get him with like AJ Brown even. So if he falls past 16, I would take him. Odds are it's not a problem. Odds are he plays. Like last year, he missed 2 games. Like most of these players miss a game or 2 anyways. Like if he misses any time, it'll be in the beginning of the year. He's still really young. Like they're not going to push it with him at the moment. I think he'll be fine. And if you're really worried about it, then take David Montgomery mid-6th as well. Like if Montgomery is going to be available to me at pick 72, I'm not going to take him at 49. But if he's there at 72, that 6-7 turn, I'm 100% pulling the trigger on Jahmyr Gibbs. And Team 12 is not afraid. Team 12 in this draft goes Jahmyr Gibbs. That's probably the wise decision given some concerns with Puka. Like being at pick 12, like go ahead and gamble. But if people are going to be shy to take Gibbs, if he falls past 16, go for it. I think it's misguided not to take him. You can always get like good running back values as well, but like it feels too shy like to pass on him. So if he's going to fall, I'm willing to take him. The upside is just so fucking high. There's a reason why we were drafting him round 1. I'll take Gibbs as he falls in ADP. Puka goes 16. So this draft At least Team 12. Not afraid about Gibbs, but is shy on Puka. Puka falls to 16. And Cooper Cup goes immediately after him. You saw me take Cooper Cup at pick 18 earlier this evening. So I endorse it. I'm fine with that. Drake London falling to 19. It's about time that London has fallen. You know, like, oh, isn't that a song? London. Oh no, London Calling. This is London Falling, and it's about time. London has felt like a risky pick in the top 15 for a while. Think you need to draft more Waddle. He's fine to keep at the threshold at baseline 8.3%. I don't think he's like a critical pick, but there is a world where he does finish top 5 at the position. There is a world where he absolutely smashes. But Ayuk still not pulling the trigger in Pittsburgh, and oh wow, I get sniped on Ayuk. Didn't expect that, but I'm definitely gonna go Devontae Smith here to pair up with CeeDee Lamb. They play each other in week 17, so I like that spot. The question is, do I go Devontae Adams or do I go Kyren Williams? For the sake of the build, I definitely think Kyren Williams is safer, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with Kyren Williams here. I'm very happy to go wide receiver, Kyren Williams, and when I have CeeDee Lamb, that's kind of the beauty of it. Like if I took McCaffrey, there's no way I'm taking Kyren Williams. But team 2 goes CMC, Brandon Ayuk, Devontae Adams. Keep going back and forth on whether or not Ayuk will stay or not. The fact that the trade is potentially up in the air and he can't accept it if he really wants to, like, why not just take it if that's really what he wants? Like, is he just bluffing? Is he just trying to get as much money out of San Francisco as possible? That's what it feels like. But Men's Empowerment Hub, yes, this is best ball. This is indeed best ball. Anytime you see this layout with the orange, green, black background, that's Underdog. I very rarely draft on other platforms. I should probably do like an ESPN or like a Yahoo draft, like a mock, just for the sake of like, you know, seeing what the values are. Like I haven't done a single one of those, even off the live stream. I haven't taken a peek at all, and it's probably a good investment. Once I'm done with my quarterback rankings and I can kind of free ball the videos I'm gonna do, I'll probably do that. But I'll probably give it another week. Anyways, it's kind of late. I still have my air conditioner running. I'm gonna turn that off. I'll be right back. It's past 9 p.m. I don't need the air conditioner anymore. But we go Kyren Williams, followed by Devontae Adams, DJ Moore, Malik Neighbors. Mike Evans has been falling lately. That's interesting. Not totally sure why. Maybe people are just tired of drafting him, kind of like the Drake London situation here. But to get him at 29, what a value. Pick 30 is Derrick Henry, followed by DK Metcalf, also such a good value. Pick 31. Then there's Isaiah Pacheco off the board at 32. So Pacheco has been steadily rising lately. Stephon Diggs, Michael Pittman, Josh Allen, T. Higgins, George Pickens. Wow, Team 12 is just not afraid to go off the board at all with George Pickens there. But Zay Flowers, Travis Kelce, the team with Diggs gets Tank Dell as well. That's pretty nice. Not too many Diggs Tank Dell teams. There's a lot more like Nico Tank Dell or Nico Stephon Diggs teams. Kind of rare you get a Diggs Tank Dell pairing at this point. But Team 9 looking pretty stacked at receiver. I kind of like Team 9 quite a bit. Team 8 with ETN makes me very happy I have Kyren Williams because running backs drying up quickly. But this will be nice. We could possibly get Jalen Hurts to fall. No, he does not. He goes pick 45. That's fine. But, you know, I'd love me a Lamar-Mark Andrews combo if available. We'll see what happens here. Nope, they take Lamar. And they're not going to get it themselves. While McBride is ranked higher, In my personal rankings, I have Andrews ranked higher, so I'm not going to let that happen. Nope. Team 2 will not get their stack. They can have McBride, and I'm sure that's probably why they took Lamar. They were comfortable with either tight end. But to set up the possible stack with Lamar and Mark Andrews, definitely ideal. But nope, not going to let that happen. Not for like vindictive reasons, just because I have Mark Andrews ranked higher. Mark Andrews, when healthy, was actually the tight end one last season. The only one that was averaging 12 plus points per game last year. If you take out that Bengals game where he got hurt and he didn't finish, then he was on pace to be the tight end one last season. So you can argue for him above Laporta. There's a world where that does happen again and he is tight end one. But it's easier to talk yourself into other players. Like, it's hard to not bet on Kelsey. Laporta should get more targets in year 2. Was fucking amazing last year. Kincaid also set up for a ton of volume. Andrews is just so safe. Any of these top 5 tight ends, really a big advantage. Unless Kittle just fucking smashes. I don't see a world where Ingram outscores them. Like, Ingram as the tight end one would be kind of shocking. It's not impossible, but the touchdowns last year were really thin for him until the end when Christian Kirk was hurt. Jake Ferguson would need like 13 touchdowns for that to happen. And then Kyle Pitts doing it would fucking shock the hell out of me. I'd be so surprised if it was Kyle Pitts as the tight end one this season. But any of these top 5 could definitely see it happen. Kyle Pitts, pick 64. So team 9 going 0 RB. They got A.J. Brown, Puka, Diggs, Tank Dell, Keenan Allen, Kyle Pitts. I would have expected them to take Stroud there. They're gambling they can get Stroud at 81. We'll see if it happens. But nobody on this side of the board has Stroud, so it might. But the pick I am hoping for, we'll see if it happens. I would be ecstatic with Dave Montgomery. There's definitely a reason for Montgomery to be rising. If Gibbs is going to fall, Monty should be moving up the board. We will see. Stroud gets taken, so team 9, nope, not going to happen. Weird that team 4 takes Stroud here. Maybe they just timed out. But PSA 10 at pick 2 takes McConkey, so I am going to go with Montgomery and Christian Watson. Love the Montgomery pick here at the turn. Why he's not rising is beyond me. Makes no sense. But let's fucking go. CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Smith, Kyren Williams, Patrick Mahomes, Mark Andrews, David Montgomery, Christian Watson. So far. So, an unstacked Mahomes, not the end of the world, but would be nice if we did have a stack. We would have had to take Rashee Rice there instead of Andrews. And still a little bit worried about it. He probably doesn't get suspended at all, though. It's probably a safe pick at this point. That's the only thing I could have done differently. Otherwise, I'm happy with all of my picks. Andrews over Rashee Rice when you have Mahomes. That's a bit of a toss-up, but to have the elite tight end, not going to regret that. Anyways, after Christian Watson, who falls in this draft as well, kind of late on Watson, but JSN, Kyler Murray, Brian Thomas, Keon Coleman, Jake Ferguson, Jameson Williams, and now Jordan Addison. We'll see what this team at 9 does. Are they finally going to take a running back? No, they go Evan Ingram. Wow. Team 9. Going balls to the wall. 0 RB. We'll see how that works out. I'm going to keep an eye on Team 9. I think that's one of the more interesting rosters up to this point. Team 4, not really sure why they took Stroud there. That's kind of a weird pick with Jalen Hurts. Both unstacked. Hurts unstacked, I understand. CJ Stroud unstacked when you have Hurts, not my favorite pick. He's great, but kind of weird. Otherwise, are there any teams that like really pop out to me? I mean, Team 8's kind of weird. Bijan, Cooper Kupp, Pacheco, Etienne, Jaden Reed, George Kittle, Jordan Addison. Pretty loaded at running back. But other than that, nothing too wild. Oh, Team 5 is Saquon and 6 receivers so far. Jamar, Mike Evans, Amari Cooper, Christian Kirk, Hollywood Brown, Keon Coleman. They go Jonathan Brooks at RB2. Qué interesante. Bet Team 4 going for Schultz skinny stack. We'll see. We'll see what happens. They take Brock Bowers here. I would have liked a Curtis Samuel at this pick, but no, we don't get him. Wow, running back, it's thin. Really thinned out. I think I'm going to go with Sutton here as a floor play. And now I kind of want to go with Dobbs. Oh, I should have just taken Dobbs and Jordan Love. That was dumb. Yeah, that was misguided. I forgot I had Christian Watson for a second. That would have probably been the right pick. For sure. Good call. I messed up. But cards in my car with R Posada. When are you going to do your week 1 game predictions video? Stockton, California, tapping in. Love to see it, man. Yeah, I should have taken Jordan Love there for sure. But when am I doing that video? Probably the Monday of week 1. Probably first Monday of September. I'll give you an updated win-loss picks and like Super Bowl picks. Probably after that 3rd preseason game. I'm going to wait and see. But yeah, the week 1 win-loss picks will happen during week 1. I'm not going to do that before the preseason is over. Expect that first Monday, most likely on that Monday of week 1. First Monday, September. But damn it, I regret this Cortland Sutton pick by like a fucking wide margin of like error. That was the wrong pick. I totally forgot I had Watson. Even if I didn't have Watson, to go Love and Dobbs. Totally should have done that. I have Lamb. Like I did not need Sutton. If only the delay wasn't there. If only you could have caught me before the delay. These 15-second timers, not as helpful as you would hope. But after Romeo Doubs, Javonte goes 98. Kind of high on Javonte. David Njoku, Tony Pollard, Brian Robinson Jr., Khalil Shakir. Then little run on QB with Caleb Williams, Jordan Love, Dak Prescott, Jaden Daniels, Joshua Palmer, Zach Moss, Rashid Shaheed, Devin Singletary, Tyler Lockett, Tyjae Spears, Jacoby Myers, Jerry Judy, 114. Purdy at 115. So, yeah, Caleb Williams has officially become a ninth round pick. Officially going consistently in the ninth round, which makes sense. Gus Edwards, Brandon Cooks. I might go with Goddard here. That way we're done at tight end. Lines up with CeeDee Lamb, week 17. I think I will be going Goddard. And then I think I need a running back. And I have Kyron Williams. Let's just lock up every Rams running back touch. Let's go Blake Corum. Paired up with Kyron Williams. Having a lot of Green Bay players is a good thing. I would agree. High-powered offense. And I have two receivers. I should have taken Love for sure. Totally should have done that. But this is the team so far. We have Mahomes unstacked, Kyron Williams, Dave Montgomery, Blake Corum. Both of the Rams running backs were locked in for a lot of points there. Dave Montgomery should be a good value at 72. Wide receiver, kind of loaded, but I kind of really wish I didn't have Sutton. But CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Smith, Christian Watson, Cortland Sutton, Romeo Doubs, Mark Andrews, Dallas Goedert at tight end 2. So we're the second team to grab our second tight end. There was that team with Kyle Pitts, Evan Ingram. So we are kind of creating a bit of a shortage at the tight end spot. And Goddard did fall to me a few picks past ADP, about 5. So definitely warranted a selection there. If I didn't have Kyron, I probably would not have gone Blake Corum. But it works out. Otherwise, I would have definitely gone with like Jerome Ford, Rico Dowdle. One of those two. Dowdle goes at 129, Jerome Ford 124. And this round has like almost strictly been running back so far. First receiver gets taken, finally, 131. But we just had 12 straight picks without a receiver. This is the zone where receiver goes to die. We're already at wide receiver 60 off the board. It is slim pickings. But I could definitely go with the Kirk Cousins, Darnell Mooney combo as well, Steven. And given I did not heed your advice quick enough with Jordan Love, I should probably do that. Probably do that. But we'll see what is on the board for us. I need running back. So it's not going to be the end of the world if I miss out on Mooney. I probably will. With all the running backs that just went off, I would expect a lot of receivers to come off right now. And that's kind of what's happening. There's 5 receivers in the last 6 picks. But what ended up happening with Team 9? They go Aaron Jones, Dak Prescott, Tyjae Spears, Rico Dowdle. Now they're back at receiver with Jalen Polk. Okay. Algier has been moving up the board. Goes 139 in this draft. That's kind of notable. But, wow, now I'm praying for J.K. Dobbins. That's kind of sad. The thing about having Mahomes is like, I don't need another good quarterback. It's nice, but it's not necessary. Mooney gets sniped, so cannot really justify a Kirk Cousins combo. I need running back, so let's go with J.K. Dobbins for sure. And then, although I only have 5 receivers, I'm going to go Chuba Hubbard here, and now I'm just done at running back. So we'll take another quarterback, but it's just QB wide receiver the rest of this draft. This might be a 9 receiver team. It might be. Wanted me to go Stafford. I hear you, but I've kind of avoided running back for a while. And Blake Corum as my RB3 doesn't really give me like a ton of confidence. So blocking up some production here with Chuba, taking a swing for the fence with J.K. Dobbins. I kind of feel good about that. Kind of. But now I'm a little bit less upset about the Cortland Sutton pick. Like, if I only had 4 receivers up to this point, I would feel kind of worried. But now we're looking at 1552. Again, here's the roster. Mahomes unstacked. Running back Kyron Williams, Dave Montgomery, Blake Corum, J.K. Dobbins, Chuba Hubbard. Wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Smith, Christian Watson, Cortland Sutton, Romeo Doubs. And then tight end, we've got a stud in Mark Andrews and potentially an underrated value in Dallas Goedert at pick 120. Tight end is good. Running back is pretty solid. Quarterback, we could have the number 1 guy on the season. Mahomes could be the MVP, but unstacked could be better. Receiver needs to be filled in. But after Chuba Hubbard, you see Ricky Pearsall, Jalen Wright, TJ Hawkinson, Deshaun Watson, Xavier Legette, Khalil Herbert. Wow, Herbert moving up the board. Holy shit. Demario Douglas, Kirk Cousins, Aaron Rodgers, Luke Musgrave, Michael Wilson. When you see these guys like move up the board so much, it kind of like makes you wonder, like, who are we taking with so much confidence that's now fallen like precipitously? Like Jermaine Burton has plummeted like a rock. Where is Burton going? Now he's going 173. Just a few weeks ago, he was going like 140, 145. Jermaine Burton, not coveted at all anymore. Marshawn Lloyd is moving down with his injuries. Stafford goes 160. Stafford at a good value. I might go with like a Bateman. Rashad Bateman. The Bateman. Not to be confused with the Batman. He's the bait man. Just baiting it. Anyways, quarterback is drying up. You know I take a lot of Demarcus Robinson, so I might go with Robinson. Rashad Bateman is back on the field, healthy once again. And he gets sniped. I'm going to go with Demarcus Robinson and Jalen McMillan. McMillan has some upside. There's been some really good camp reports. And in the world where Mike Evans goes down, McMillan would get a lot of targets. So some contingent upside for sure. But Dev has so much Lloyd, hopes that he gets some run later in the season at least. Yeah, I'm starting to not feel too bad that I was kind of thin on Lloyd. How many Lloyd shares do I have now that he's moving down the board? Can't feel like too great about it if you're like super highly invested in him. But I'm coming up on 200 drafts. Lloyd, I have at 4%. So, not too bad for me. Oh, wait, I need to refresh this because it's only showing 177 teams. Yeah, I have him at 4.1. So, pretty much the same thing. Highest drafted running back would be Jerome Ford. Garendo has officially fallen below 19%. I haven't taken Garendo in a long time, but kind of peters out slowly. Pacheco, my 5th highest drafted running back. Happy about that. Followed by Jalen Warren. Ty Chandler, still got a lot of Ty Chandler and Chuba Hubbard. That feels good. This Trey Benson stock, as he's falling, there's always upside, but I'm starting to feel a little bit woozy about that. I got Zach Moss at 16.4, Brian Robinson 15.4. Are we on the clock soon? Not yet. Quarterback, I got Darnold as my 4th highest drafted quarterback at 10.3%. Purdy number 1 at 14.9. I'm usually looking to stack, so that's why I don't really have too many like massive exposures at QB. But Stafford at 12%, Purdy 15, Goff 11, Jalen Hurts at 10, Justin Herbert at 10, Richardson at just below 10, 9.7. But yeah, that's my quarterback shares. Receiver, my number 1 would be Demarcus Robinson, who we just took again. Followed by Brandon Cooks, Josh Palmer, Ladd McConkey, Darnell Mooney, Brandon Ayuk. Oh, God, I hope that works out for me. That one scares me. Jalen Polk, 15%. Roma Dunze, 15%. Brian Thomas, 14. Addison, 13. Tank Dell, 13. And I'm on the clock pretty soon, so we'll get back to that in a bit. But, oh, boy. I think this is a 3-quarterback build here. And I'm just going to take both quarterbacks I want right now. I'm going to go with Bo Nix and Sam Darnold. Let's fucking go. Bo Nix pairs up with Sutton. Sam Darnold does not pair up with anyone, but I could go Jalen Naylor, who's probably going to get some run with the TJ Hawkinson injury as well as the Jordan Addison suspension. So we do have Bo Nix stacked up. This justifies our Cortland Sutton pick, but I would probably just rather have Jordan Love. I fucked up passing on Love for Sutton. But Steven Mapp says, I'll take both Burton and Yoshivas. You said it's Lava, but I'm pretty sure you mean Yoshivas. That's not a terrible strategy. Not bad, especially as Burton keeps falling. Not bad at all. I almost took Yoshivas there myself, but I'll just grab a random 8th receiver at the end. I think Bo Nix and Darnold have like super sneaky upside. Like really interesting values this late. Could win you some leagues. But back to exposures. Dontavian at 13%, Nico Collins at 13%, T. Higgins 13. A little high on Malachi Corley. He's been free falling lately. Jermaine Burton also free falling, just under 12%. Devontae Smith 11.8, AJ Brown 11.3, Sutton 11.3, Debo 11.3, Kupp just under 11. Same with CeeDee Lamb. We took CD in this draft, so that'll be moving up just slightly. Tight end, though, Freiermuth is my number 1. That Ayuk trade might screw me badly with so much investment in Freiermuth and Ayuk. But I've seen Freiermuth get taken like 20 picks above ADP twice today. I don't understand at all. Here he goes pick 132. That's where he normally goes. But I swear to you, I've seen Freiermuth twice today go pick like 97, 98, like up inside the top 100 for no fucking reason. But Dev, hoping that Corley doesn't bust. I liked him pre-draft a lot. Yeah, I've taken quite a bit of Corley as well. Also pre-draft, just trusting Steve Smith's advice. But one of them going to be the third. Not sure who you're talking about. Oh, the Burton and Yoshivas combo. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. But I need a receiver here, and I'm probably going to go Juwan Jennings. Most likely. If not, I could talk myself into a Naylor selection. Dev would assume George Pickens gets traded if IU comes to Pittsburgh. It's possible. I don't know if it's guaranteed. I think they're more likely to just trade some picks and like offensive linemen. Like, they're probably going to trade their first round pick that was an offensive lineman this year. I'm going to go Juwan Jennings. Let's counter some of that Ayuk investment. And Jennings might be more valuable than Ricky Pearsall, straight up. But we're going to do one more. And maybe I'll rip two at once. No, these 15-second timers are a nightmare. I'm not going to do two at once. But if you want to join me, it's the Mini Schnauzer 6 15-second pick clock. Hit that button right now. I'm on a 6-7 second delay. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's jump in. 5 spots left if you want one. 5 more spots. We'll do one more. How many entries have been taken? This has 37,000 entrants. We are entry 22,900. And this thing might be full by the time I wake up in the morning. But pick 7, not bad. Did we get pick 7 earlier on the stream? I feel like we did. We took Breece Hall. Pretty sure that's what happened. Let's verify that. Mini Schnauzer number 6. Yeah, I had pick 7. I went Caleb Williams, Matthew Stafford, Breece Hall at the top. Oh wow, I get such a good value on Josh Jacobs there. Ferguson and Goddard. Okay, I need to cool on Goddard. I'm taking him a little bit much in this tournament. I have another team I did over dinner where I got Ferguson and Goddard as well, but I also got Hurts and Prescott on that team, so very justified. I took Gibbs at 16. Going back to a question earlier at the top of this video, am I grabbing Jahmyr Gibbs as he falls? I am. But pick 7. Let's see what happens. Breeze goes 4, so saving me from taking him. And that means we get a really good receiver here at pick 7. Love that. Love to see it. Either Jamar or Justin Jefferson. Happy with both. We go Jefferson. Definitely prefer Jefferson over Bijan. That's my take. If I'm wrong about Bijan this year, that's going to be brutal. But I feel confident that Breece is better. Bummer, Steven. There were some spots after I joined, so maybe I just didn't give you enough of a warning ahead of time. It was kind of like, okay, we're doing this. Hit the button now. Sorry about that. But we get Jefferson. Love it. Followed by Bijan, A.J. Brown, Garrett Wilson, Puka, Debo Samuel, Drake London. So we saw London fall last draft. It does not happen here. But it kept freezing. The live stream froze, or on your end it froze? Let me know if the live stream is freezing. It's reporting I have a good connection. Barkley gets taken. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take Jahmyr Gibbs here. Pick 18. Got to practice what I preach. As he falls, let's go with it. Let's take Jahmyr Gibbs. Kind of makes me want to invest in running back a little bit sooner, but in terms of like my RB2, RB3, but I still feel really good about that pick. Like, if he falls to round 3, I think you have to take him. But anywhere in round 2, I think he's still a good selection. So Justin Jefferson, pick 7. Jahmyr Gibbs, pick 18. And just like 3 days ago, if you told me you got Jahmyr Gibbs at 18, it would be shocking. It'd be like, what? But here he goes after Taylor, after Saquon. And I will not let him fall any further. Steven would not have done that either. Would not have let that happen either. The question will be, if Kyron is on the board, do I go Kyron? But yeah, good luck, Dev. Especially if you can get into this tournament when it's still just like $3. Pacheco over Kyron. What the fuck? Whoa. Team 4 calling their shots on Brees and Pacheco. Well above ADP. Yeah, question here is, if this team passes on Kyron, do I just go Kyron? I think I will. And it's available for me. It's really tempting to go with DJ Moore. But I've got Kyron as a top 6 running back. Let's go Kyron. Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking go. Yeah, hell yeah. Let's do it. Yes. Yes. Or DK. Yeah, people going Pacheco crazy. Kyron. Let's go. We go Kyron. Jay Jettas, Jahmyr Gibbs, Kyron Williams. And I mean, kind of like I mentioned, when I go Gibbs, while I still feel really confident, I kind of want to go a little bit more heavily invested in running back a little early, given there is some risk now. But fuck yeah, we get Kyron Williams, pick 31. We just took him 25 in the last draft. And I am highly invested in Kyron. Kyron, I have 11%, 11.3% Kyron. But wait, we just took him, so that should go up. About 12% Kyron. Just under. But, okay, here we are. Do we go ETN? No, we're not going to go ETN. We're going to go T. Higgins. We need receiver. We only have Justin Jefferson. And there is a tier break at the position that's about to happen. So, not going to take a third running back, that's for sure. Going to take T. Higgins here. Make sure I get Corum. We just did that in the last one. So, I don't think I want 2 teams with both Kyron and Blake Corum. But I might go Dave Montgomery, even at pick 66. I might do that. Mahomes and X is what you wanted. We just went with Mahomes. It's not a bad decision, but I need receiver for sure. Don't want to ignore that position too much on the underdog format. But I can smash receiver for 2 rounds of catch up, of course, yeah. Barring Dalton Kincaid available to me, I'll probably go receiver again. Unless Jacobs or Kincaid is there. I'll probably just take Terry. Jaden Daniels is looking good, so probably going to be more confident in Terry. Just a little bit, but no, Kincaid falls. Fuck it. Let's go. Mr. Kincaid. Getting kinky. Um, let's do it. Let's see how it works out. But yeah, I'm gonna be going with more of a late quarterback. I'm gonna hope that I can get Jaden Daniels pick like 103, but given this team just took Terry, it's probably unlikely. Might go with Burrow if I can get him at pick 90, paired up with T. Higgins. But I'll probably go with receiver these next two picks. Yeah, middle quarterback, there's usually good values. This could also be a Sam Darnold team as well. We have Justin Jefferson. So always a value pick at the end, round 17. At this point, I don't think I want to risk it on round 18 Darnold. I think some people are going to wake up to it. And definitely more ideal for the beginning of the season. But if you told me that Darnold plays a full year, he is such a steal at the end of the draft. But I don't think we can go Kittle here with Kincaid. I don't think I can do that. But I'll probably go Rome. Open up the Caleb Williams combo. And my only other consideration there would have been Deontay Johnson. I'm not going to go Hollywood Brown. Can't go Kittle with Kincaid and only two receivers through this point. Going to go Rome. Give me Mr. Odunze for the win. But Kittle feels like such a good pick at this point. I wish I had taken more of him in the 6th round. Sometimes, though, you just need receiver. You got to pass. But this could be another Caleb Williams team. Kittle, Montgomery at pick 68 to the team with Jacobs and A-Chain. Now we start to see Montgomery move up the board. I think you can honestly take Montgomery. You can talk me into above Joe Mixon. In line with James Cook, I think, is where it is a toss-up. But if you wanted to go Montgomery at pick 60, wouldn't blame you. And I'm really glad I took Rome there because, geez, we just got wrecked at receiver. I'm going to pass on Stroud. And that way make it more likely I can get Burrow coming back around. But I will be going Alvin Kamara. Dealing with a back injury. Oh, that's not good. But we'll go Kamara. Steven wanted Jamison Williams. With the risk of Gibbs actually missing time, like you get top 6 production from Montgomery in that situation. Like Montgomery just becomes so valuable. Yeah, spike week potential for JMO. Wouldn't have been a terrible pick. I'm kind of getting a bit of a luxury spot here with Kamara, but now I'm definitely locked into just like 5 running backs. And I have other receivers still on the board that I think I have in the same tier as Jamison Williams. And if we go with Addison here, if Addison's still available, then we'll pair him up with Jefferson really nicely. Oh no! If Gibbs is 100% healthy, then Montgomery that high would be misguided. Damn it! I get sniped on Addison. The fuck? Shit. Not happy about that. I really thought I would get him. So I'm kind of forced here just to go with Hopkins. Not happy about it. I really wanted Addison there. This team snipes me at slot 8. Don't appreciate it. But that's the name of the game. People snipe. Whew, Jaden Daniels, 93. So, nope. We'll see about Caleb. But that's probably who I'm targeting. If not, we'll look for Palmer, Dobbs. Doubt that Sutton falls. We'll be okay. But Kamara picked 79. Even with an injury, that feels like a safe pick. He is older, though. Maybe not. Maybe a little risky. Little dicey. Shakir, pick 100. Interesting. I think I'm just going to take Caleb. So much upside. Let's go. Let's do it. Paired up with Rome. Teams after me have DJ Moore and Keenan Allen. Yeah, this team right after me that sniped me on Addison, let's snipe him on Caleb Williams. Yeah. Fuck him. Fuck Gollum. You do not get your double stack. You should have just taken all three instead of Deontay Johnson. You should have gone Rome. That way I would not have been thinking about Caleb. But Burrow was off the board at 85. I would have definitely taken Burrow instead of DeAndre Hopkins, but Burrow was not available. Burrow goes unstacked to a team with Mixon, Zamir, Debo, Drake London, Tank Dell, Travis Kelce, all over the board. Just taking random ass teams. But Steven says Chase Brown league winner for me. I hope not. I really hope Zach Moss still has value. I'm a lot more invested in Zach Moss. And it's not looking great at the moment. Not ideal. But it's going to be between Brandon Cooks and Dontavian Wicks. I think I'm going to go Dontavian Wicks. For that Week 17 bring back, the Vikings play the Packers. Week 17. What does Gollum do, though? They go Purdy. We go Dontavian Wicks. Dev on the complete opposite side of the spectrum, saying Chase Brown is hot garbage. But Chandler Constantino, you are asking me, have an auction league with $100 salary. Do you think I should do a star and scrubs like Land Lamb and CMC, then try and find some value with people at the ends of drafts, or go balanced? I think with only $100 budget, I think I'd rather go balanced, because like you can really go overboard with like chasing someone in the top 5, like CMC or CeeDee Lamb or like even Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like you could potentially drop like 40% of your budget on just one of those players. So I think I'd rather try to get like someone in like a $20-$25 range. I think that's probably what I'd rather do. And then like kind of wait and like try to get like 3 really good guys for like $10 or so, and then like a bunch of like $5 guys. But I imagine in those formats, like there's a shit ton of $1 picks. Like $100 salary feels risky. Like why not just do $200 salary? I would try to vie for 200, like, because you can't bid 50 cents, you know? That's what I would be trying to do. I am not a fan of Jerry Jeudy this year, but my favorite pick here is Jerome Ford. I'm going to go Jerome Ford. Now I'm 100% locked in to only 5 running backs when I have Jerome Ford as well. So running back room is fucking stacked. Jahmyr Gibbs, Kyron Williams, Alvin Kamara, Jerome Ford. Let's go. That feels really good. We got Caleb Williams paired up with Rome Odunze Another situation. Let's fucking go. Wide receiver, Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, Rome Odunze, DeAndre Hopkins, Dontavian Wicks. Hopkins scares me a little bit, but at pick 90, it feels worth it. Dontavian, high upside right at ADP. And then, oh yeah, I almost forgot. I got Kincaid. I'm loaded at tight end here. So, team is pretty good. Team is looking good. And I can probably still get a good value at receiver with this pick. Like, if I somehow get Gabe Davis or Mike Williams, I'll be happy. If not, I'm still comfortable with Darnell Mooney. You really want me to join the Jerry Jeudy bandwagon? I've been on that bandwagon for too long. It's really disappointed me in the past. If he pays off, I will take my lumps. I will accept my fate. But I'm just not on the Deshaun Watson bandwagon. That's why I can't talk myself into doing it once again. But here we go. I'm going to go with Mike Williams and open us up for an Aaron Rodgers stack. But Williams is off the pup list, has that 20-point upside. We need receiver, so that's why I take him. Also highest player on ADP. And it wasn't long ago when he was going inside the top 110. Like, I feel like it was just 3 weeks ago that we were taking Mike Williams like above Joshua Palmer, above Tyler Lockett, above Rashid Shaheed. And now he's going after Gabe Davis. Like, there's too much talent there with Mike Williams. I know there's a lot of injury concerns, but like, this feels like it feels like there was already a lot of risk baked in at 107. Now at 138, it feels like a steal with Mike Williams. Maybe it's just my Chargers bias and the fact that I've like believed in him for a long time. Like, that's the thing. Like, if I'm going to bet on one of these post 120 receivers that are the number 2 on their team, it's going to be Mike Williams for me over Jerry Jeudy. Mike Williams has a track record of putting up like 20-point fantasy games in the past. But damn, I kind of wanted TJ Hawkinson there. Pair up with Justin Jefferson. So the teams around us snipe us. I'm going to take J.K. Dobbins. Yeah, there's actually still some like good values at receiver going late. Like, it's easy to talk yourself out of it, but like, there's also some really good receiver values later on. So, despite my lack of investment in the position for a while, like, we're still kind of decent. I almost went Dobbins there. Oh no, I did go Dobbins, right? I did go Dobbins. Yeah. Yeah. I almost forgot. I was like, should I go Dobbins? But yeah, pick 151. I'll take J.K. Dobbins. So much upside. The Chargers are gonna feed the running back this year, so hoping he stays healthy. He might not. He probably doesn't. But like, fuck it. Let's go J.K. Dobbins. So this is the team: Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, Rome Odunze, DeAndre Hopkins, Dontavian Wicks, and Mike Williams at receiver. Rome is stacked up with Caleb Williams as our QB1. Running back, we go Jahmyr Gibbs, Kyron Williams, Alvin Kamara, Jerome Ford, and J.K. Dobbins. We're now done at running back. Tight end is Dalton Kincaid. I almost went T.J. Hawkinson there, but Hawkinson gets sniped. Stafford falling. Wow, they go Baker. I have Kyron Williams. I could maybe go Demarcus Robinson. I'm just going to go Stafford. Fuck it. Let's go Stafford. Stafford feels like such a safer pick than Rodgers. Rodgers was bad 2 years ago. And if Stafford is my backup, I can kind of pass on a third, but we're probably going to go with Sam Darnold anyways. But yeah, this is a weird run on quarterback here. Herbert falls to 153, then Deshaun, and then 159 through 163. We see 7 straight quarterbacks. Will Levis, Baker Mayfield go above Stafford? I don't know why. but that's weird. But Dev says my Vidal bags are so big, Dobbins might screw me 2 years in a row. This time by being good. Yeah, that'd be kind of funny. But let me show you my Chargers investments. So I've got Gus Edwards still as the highest investment, just under 12%. I also have Kimani Vidal above 10%. So kind of there with you. I'm a little worried about that, but I didn't go too overboard on it. Dobbins is now creeping up to 10% as well. Gonna very soon be equal shares on Kimani and JK. Yeah, one share between the two. But you know who I actually kind of want to start taking a little bit more is Isaiah Spiller in the 18th round. I'm probably dumb to do that, but I have Isaiah Spiller at 2.6%. I could get him up to like 4% by the time we hit 4 or 5%. By the time the season kicks off and not hate it. Um I think I'm going to take Fant. Not many tight ends I'm like comfortable with after this point, so I'll go Fant. I hate Kate Otten this year. I really don't want Kate Otten on any of my teams. So with Kincaid and Fant, I can call it done. I'm probably going to go Darnold on this team, but otherwise it's just receiver. We've got Jefferson, T. Higgins, Rome Odunze, DeAndre Hopkins, Ontavian Wicks, Mike Williams. So maybe this is a Jermaine Burton, Andre Yoshivas team. Chandler had 42% Ford last year, just kept landing on him at the end of drafts, and he carried me a little. Yeah, Ford was a really good return on investment last year. I think he's going to be really good this year. My most drafted running back so far. But get a good value here on Noah Fant. After Isaiah Likely and Johnny Smith. I don't know what the fuck Team 4 is doing. Yoshivas goes 182. Interesting. Otten is such a bad pick. Terrible pick. I really hate drafting Kate Otten. Okay. So no Bengals receivers. Oh, is that the team with Burrow? I think it is. Nope. The team with Burrow passed on both Yoshivas and Burton. They go right after him. After he takes Fields and Boyd. But might as well hop in on the Jalen Tolbert bandwagon while we can. This team goes Kimani Vidal. I'll take Tolbert. Shining at camp while CD Lamb is nowhere to be found. So how much does that really carry any weight? Probably not much, but it's not like Cooks is the youngest player you can find. Brandon Cooks could definitely go down, and Tolbert would need to step up. But he probably just has like a Michael Gallup role at the end of the day, and Gallup was pretty irrelevant last season. So just touchdown upside is what we're hoping for with Tolbert. But at this late stage, there aren't that many good receivers anyway. Once Yoshivas and Burton are off the board, there's not much upside. We could have gone DJ Chark, but I have a lot of Chark already. It is good, though, that somebody has the opportunity to step up, and it appears to be Tolbert. It appears to be Tolbert. Mike Tolbert. Yeah, he's been retired for a while. But barring a snipe, I will be going with a Mr. Sam Darnold with the next pick. We could go DJ Chark. Pretty Baker Mayfield. Maybe I don't take Darnold. Because it's hard to replicate DJ Chark after he's gone. Yeah, okay, I'll gamble. I don't need a third quarterback. If I miss out, I'm not going to hate it. we'll see what happens here. But my plan is to go with Darnold and stack him up with Jefferson. League winning potential if he gets the start all year long. Just so many good weapons in Minnesota. But that team that sniped me on Addison could definitely take him. They have Purdy and Baker Mayfield. They also have Aaron Jones and Addison. I might regret this. But worth gambling on. Jordan Mason's still on the board. Wow. That's weird. Gollum, though, probably needs receiver. If I don't get Darnold, I'll go with Jordan Whittington. Take a shot on the rookie in LA. We do have Stafford on this team. Only stacked up with Kyron Williams. So, no, he does not take Darnold. We're going to go Darnold. Let's do it. That's the team. Caleb Williams, Matthew Stafford, Sam Darnold. Caleb stacked up with Rome. Darnold stacked up with Jefferson. Stafford stacked up with Kyron Williams. At running back, we're gambling on Gibbs, but I think it's totally worth it. Pick 18. Then we took Kyron Williams, Alvin Kamara, Jerome Ford, J.K. Dobbins. This running back core is fucking loaded. Wide receiver, Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, Rome Odunze, DeAndre Hopkins, Dontavian Wicks, Mike Williams, Jalen Tolbert, DJ Chark. I think it pieced together pretty nicely. Hopkins is a little bit tricky, but some high upside there. And tight end, we had Dalton Kincaid and Noah Fant. That was the team. Should we do one more? Should I do one more? Let me know in the chat. Or should I do another chess game? No, I'm not going to do fucking chess game. I'm not going to embarrass myself again. That was rough. It's 10:12 p.m. I kind of wanted to go to bed early, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rip 2 at once. That way, it's very likely if you do want to join me, you can get in. Steven says yes, do another one. Okay, we're going to do 2 at once. 2 at once. Yep, I'm doing 2 at once. So there's 4 spots left in this one. Almost full. We get pick 2 there. That's nice. 8 spots left in the other one. So if you do want to draft with me, you had a chance. Six more spots in the other one. Steven Map in at 4. So that's you, O Debo 19. Oh, Debo. Dope. Happy you made it. And then the other one is now full. So this is going to be a very interesting experience, but we have pick 2 and pick 1. So at pick 1, I'll probably go CMC, and then I'll probably go with CeeDee Lamb here. We'll see what happens, but Lamb gets taken. So, all right, I'll just take Christian McCaffrey here. And then in the other one, I can go with Lamb. Works out. We get really good picks in both of them. I kind of wish one was on the opposite side of the board. That way they probably wouldn't, like, overlap. but it'll be okay. Right? I took McCaffrey on that one. Yeah, I'm gonna go Lamb in this one. Okay, we have one team with CMC. We have another team with Lamb, and going with two pays off very well for us. The only thing is, I cannot show you the board as much as I'd probably like to, because when you only show the board at the top, when you do this on the tab, like it doesn't update how many picks away you are. So like for this one, I'm definitely not 18 picks away still, but at this point I'm like 9 picks away. But until I X out of the board, it's not going to update at the top. The other one is updating as the picks go by. But for the sake of my sanity, I'm going to have to keep one of the boards up and then the other one off during the draft. But okay, it would be insane if I got Jahmyr Gibbs at 23. That I think I would have to take. But okay, the team with St. Brown goes Gibbs. I think that's the cutoff point. If you have St. Brown and Gibbs on the board, you have to fucking take him. You just have to. But 2 more picks. We have McCaffrey already, so not trying to go with running back. Barkley gets taken. I'm just going to go with Olave here. Take the ADP value as it falls. Not too many McCaffrey Olave combos. It's not impossible, but not too many of them. Very tempted to take Ayuk here, but I'm just going to go with Mike Evans. I'll take Mike Evans. In the other one, we see Gibbs go off the board at pick 14. And we'll be in line for a triple receiver start, unless we want to go Kyron. Could definitely go Kyron, but I already have another team in this draft with Kyron and CD. I could pass on it, not hate it. I think I'm going to go with Devontae Adams and Brandon Ayuk. Let's do it. Don't have a lot of Adams teams, but when he's essentially like my receiver 3, that feels good. The team with McCaffrey does go Kyron. Okay. So this is our start. We have Christian McCaffrey, Chris Olave, Mike Evans, and then on the other one we have CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Adams, Brandon Ayuk. So triple receiver, elite running back, and we'll see which strategy we like better when this is all said and done. But Dev saying I might pick St. Brown just to get Gibbs with him. I never get St. Brown. Yeah, you kind of need to be in the right spot to get St. Brown, because it's hard to justify taking St. Brown above like Jamar. You can't really take him above Tyreek or CeeDee Lamb. He's not that high of an upside guy. He's more of just a high floor play, bust proof pick. He's definitely a top 5 receiver, but he doesn't have the same best ball appeal as those other 3. Once it's between him and Jefferson, you can kind of talk yourself into it. I still kind of prefer Jefferson above St. Brown. Yeah, I still do, but Amon-Ra pick 7 or 6 is pretty good, but you can't even pick him over Garrett Wilson. I recommend changing your tune, my friend. To trust Aaron Rodgers is a little bit dicey. I get it, though. Garrett Wilson is super talented. I understand if you love him. It makes sense. But I would still be taking St. Brown above Garrett Wilson. Just watch the receiver documentary, and I think you'll love Amon-Ra as well. Um, I'm gonna go with Lamar. Gonna open up the Mark Andrews combination. And if I have to go with receiver, I'll be okay with that. But I'll probably go running back, whether it's Etienne or Jacobs. This team already has 2 running backs, so they're not going with 4. Very tempting to go with Etienne here. I think I'm going to do it. I'll just do it. I'll stack up Lamar with likely. Lamar doesn't have to be stacked. There's so many teams that already have Lamar and Andrews. It's definitely a wise pick. That's definitely what I was setting myself up for. But to get ETN pick 50, like, that's such a good value. We're on the clock here. We have 3 receivers. Here I'll go with Lamar and Mark Andrews. Yeah, here I'll do it. Yeah, that feels good. One with more of a running back heavy approach with CMC, Travis Etienne, stud QB, and Lamar Jackson. We're going to need to piece it together at receiver, but I think we can get 2 at the next turn and still feel good about it. We got Olave and Mike Evans. The other team, we got the Lamar Mark Andrews stack, and we got CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Adams, Brandon Ayuk. So different approaches, both with Lamar Jackson. One stacked up, one not. I kind of like this, but Dev says I love Amon-Ra too. Don't get me wrong, his dad is so funny. I watch his podcast. Oh wow, you watch his dad's podcast? I didn't know he had one. But Garrett Wilson just earns targets like Devontae Adams. He just needs a damn quarterback. So frustrating watching him waste years with bums. I get it, man. Yeah, like that first week when Rodgers went down, it was so deflating. And then Garrett Wilson caught that like one-handed grab on Tre'Davious White in the Bills. Like that was such an athletic grab, and then he only had like one other touchdown like all season long, maybe only 2 or something. Like such a shame. There's definitely top 5 upside for Garrett Wilson. I understand the logic, but to be fading St. Brown feels kind of misguided. Like that's why in the first round, like I'm comfortable just getting baseline of all of those receivers, just like wherever I can get it, just take them. But we need receiver. I'm gonna go with a safe pick and Deontay Johnson. Almost went Dave Montgomery, but I remembered I have CMC Travis Etienne. Doing 2 at once is so fucking hectic. I don't recommend it. Thank God Montgomery gets taken. It saves me from myself. I'm gonna go with Lad McConkey. Still a believer in McConkey. Tempting to go with Brian Thomas, but I still have McConkey ranked higher. Gonna trust that Herbert stays healthy and just keep committing to the player I've been committing to all along. I think this is a 0 running back team. I think that might be what I'm gonna do. I don't even get fucking Kamara. Shit. I'll do Brian Thomas there, and then yeah, okay. Wanted to think about it because I just took McConkey on the other team, but yeah, I'll go McConkey. I still think he's the best guy. So many targets available, just so much volume headed his way. In the 7th round, it doesn't feel like it's ever gonna not work out. But okay, so two teams, two somewhat similar, somewhat different approaches, but one is high on running back with Christian McCaffrey, Travis Etienne. The other one is 0 RB. But this one with heavy running back, I go with Chris Olave, Mike Evans, Deontay Johnson, and McConkey. Lamar unstacked. The other team, we have Lamar and Mark Andrews stacked up, and 5 receivers in CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Adams, Brandon Ayuk, Brian Thomas, and Lad McConkey. So that team, I'm going to be cooling it on receiver. I think I'm only going to go with 7 on that squad, on this squad, with Lamb as the number 1. I don't think I need more than 7 when I already have 5 through 7 rounds. But I need running back. I need some players to fall kind of badly. All right, let's take a look at this team. We might go with a tight end at this turn. But this could be a Jonathan Brooks team. When you have McCaffrey and Etienne, it's worth swinging on Brooks. If he's available, I might take him. But I'd probably go Josh Palmer. Set myself up for a Herbert stack. I'm going to go with Brooks, and actually I'm going to go with Njoku. Oh, right. I'm not even at the turn. I have to wait for Underdog Banana. Yeah, I'll go Njoku. That way we have a competitive tight end, and I'm not going to hate my team at tight end later. But 2 picks away. Jonathan Brooks gets taken, so I think I'm going to pair up Chase Brown and Zach Moss. Just guarantee I get a good Bengals running back. Fuck it, let's do it. One of these guys is going to hit. One of Chase Brown and Zach Moss is going to hit. I would prefer if it's Zach Moss because I have a lot more Zach Moss. But Chase Brown has been gaining a lot of steam. So to get him as our RB1, kind of risky. Just going to take both and lock up every single Bengals running back touch. Last season, Joe Mixon was so valuable. And this feels like it'll work out. So the team at pick 2 needs receiver. Kind of bad. We'll see about that. Team at 1 needs running back kind of badly. Otherwise, it's loaded. But both teams with Lamar. Don't hate it. Shit, man. My neck has been hurting lately. Like I need a massage or something. Shit. Oh, this is probably worth checking on. 4 picks away. faster than the other one. Um, Maybe this is a team where I take Jerry Jeudy for once, just because I have Njoku on this team. It opens up a Deshaun Watson stack, but Watson doesn't really line up with this side of the board. I'd much rather just take Brandon Cooks. I trust Cooks a lot more than Jerry Jeudy. Okay, we get Cooks here. And the other team is on the clock. Definitely going to go Jerome Ford, needing running back. And then I think I'm going to go with Dowdle. Yeah. Chase Brown, Zach Moss, Jerome Ford, Rico Dowdle. The room is filling in nicely. After waiting so long, I think I still got some good options at running back. This team, they just snipe us on Dowdle. I don't know if I really want Dowdle. I need a receiver kind of badly. I'm going to go Jalen Polk. I'm looking for more of a floor. I think kind of equally high upside as Mitchell. Higher floor, though, for sure. And I also think he's a better pick than Jeudy straight up. So I'm going to go with Polk. 7 picks above ADP, but we need receiver kind of desperately. Olave, Mike Evans, Deontay Johnson, Lad McConkey, Brandon Cooks, Jalen Polk. At running back, Christian McCaffrey, Travis Etienne, Jonathan Brooks. Quarterback, Lamar Jackson. Tight end, David Njoku. The other team, quarterback, Lamar Jackson. Tight end, Mark Andrews. Receiver, CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Adams, Brandon Ayuk, Brian Thomas, Lad McConkey. Loaded. Running backs, Chase Brown, Zach Moss, Jerome Ford, Rico Dowdle. So a 1-4-5-1 and a 1-3-6-1 so far. I like both of them. I think they both have some shots. I think I prefer the team where I went with Lamb and more of a zero running back build because I still feel really good about these 4 that I have. Like Chase Brown, Zach Moss, Jerome Ford, Rico Dowdle could absolutely win you the league. When you have 5 stud receivers, that could definitely piece it together for sure. And then I do think I prefer the Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews stack than Lamar unstacked with David Njoku. Like the running backs are obviously better with McCaffrey, but if McCaffrey gets hurt, I'm fucked. I think the McCaffrey team is a lot riskier. I prefer the Lamb team. And now we know. Now we know. This might be another Dobbins team. Eckler's falling. I might go Eckler. Dobbins just got sniped. Eckler got sniped. I'll go Darnell Mooney. Kirk Cousins. Maybe I don't go Cousins. Maybe I just go Jalen Wright. Now I'm on the clock with the other one. Holy shit, this is gross. I'm gonna take Herbert here because I know I have Lad. I did take Jalen Wright, so passed on Cousins. And I'll probably go Chuba Hubbard to pair up with Jonathan Brooks. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. So a Justin Herbert, Lad McConkey stack, Lamar unstacked, CMC, ETN, Brooks and Chuba Hubbard. Now we can just draft one more and call it done at 5. So we're pretty much just running back, wide receiver, tight end the rest of the way, with only one running back of those 3. Meanwhile, this team, yeah, give me a league winning upside with Jalen Wright. I definitely prefer this team. I like this team a lot more. The other one's fine. The other one's competitive. Still feel good about it, but this one with the Andrew stack takes the cake. How many picks until I'm on the clock again? 10? Okay. We'll keep this one up. But the fact that they're like right on top of the other, like I wish they were staggered. I'd have like, okay, we do this one, we wait a little bit, we do that one. We wait a little bit, we do the other one. No, it's we do one, we wait a while, and then we do both. And then we wait a while, and then we do both. Kind of annoying. But overstimulating. I've done 2 on the stream before, but not this late. Not with 15-second timers, and it's a little bit much. But I asked for it. Can't complain. My cat wants me to go to sleep. It's not even 11 though. It's not that late. I'm considering Tyler Conklin here. But I'm going to go Khalil Herbert because we need to hit running back again. And Herbert has some high upside. Even if he doesn't stay in Chicago, he could get traded. DeAndre Swift could get injured. So we go Conklin and Khalil Herbert. And then this team, going to go with Bateman to pair up with Lamar. Oh, wow. Someone took Likely already. I'm going to go with Conklin as well. All right. I'm not on the clock yet. But Conklin is like my go-to tight end target at this point. Isaiah Likely goes 158. High investment on Isaiah Likely. We'll go Conklin again. Colby Parkinson, pick 181. I mean, it's round 16 at the 12 spot. I get it. But, wow. A little bit early. Okay, this is the team with 0 RBs. I'm probably going to go with 7 of them. We have 6 receivers. Only 1 quarterback so far, so I'm going to need quarterback soon. And is Fields available? No, Fields is not available. With Ayuk, I can justify a Justin Fields pick. We don't need tight end. We need 1 more receiver, a quarterback, and another running back. We got, I believe, 3 picks left. Yeah, 3 picks left. Probably go like Jordan Mason. Swing for the fence. Gonna go Jordan Mason and Yoshibus. And now this team only needs a quarterback with round 18. And Lamar is our stud, so it's fine that our QB2 will be drafted at the end of with the last pick of this draft. But running backs, Chase Brown, Zach Moss, Jerome Ford, Rico Dowdle, Jalen Wright, Khalil Herbert, Jordan Mason. I think it's going to work out. We're definitely going to hit on some of these guys. Honestly, I don't even know if I needed the 7th, but definitely feel good about it. With the studs at receiver, the 5 that I started with, I think is probably a wise investment. We got CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Adams, Brandon Ayuk, Brian Thomas, Lad McConkey, Darnell Mooney, Yoshivas, Andrews, and Conklin. We need a quarterback there with Lamar. But then here on the clock, I have Justin Herbert. I need another receiver. I'm going to go DJ Chark. This is 2482. We've got 2 more picks. I'm done at QB. Could maybe justify a 3rd tight end. I think I need receiver. Running back. I need a 5th running back. And maybe this is also a Jordan Mason team. Just lock up any insurance with McCaffrey. Maybe not. I'll go Juwan Johnson. Get a decent tight end 3. David Njoku, Tyler Conklin, Juwan Johnson. Njoku is the first, Conklin is the second. I think I'd rather have a 3rd. We got 8 receivers: Chris Olave, Mike Evans, Deontay Johnson, Lad McConkey, Brandon Cooks, Jalen Polk, Rashad Bateman, DJ Chark. QBs: Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert. Running backs: Christian McCaffrey, Travis Etienne, Jonathan Brooks, Chuba Hubbard. And we'll take one more running back with this last pick. But I'm probably going to go Sam Darnold here. Just because I think this is the time to be taking Darnold. With J.J. McCarthy having a knee injury, someone goes Taysom Hill. Whoa. I don't like that. But this last quarterback I'm going to get is completely unstacked. Nobody lines up with who I have. So it's just personal preference, and it's between Bo Nix and Sam Darnold. One of the two. But Bo Nix has the same bye as Lamar. It's possible that in week 14 I get a 0 from Darnold anyways. But let's at least take the chance that that doesn't happen and go with Darnold instead. I like it. I like it a lot. Give me Sam Darnold. All right. One is in the books. One has one more pick. We need a running back on this team. But a reminder, this is the team I don't like as much. We've got Lamar with Rashad Bateman. We've got Justin Herbert with McConkey and DJ Chark. But running back is the crux of this team. CMC, Travis Etienne, Jonathan Brooks, and Chuba Hubbard. Tight end, a little bit shaky with Njoku, Conklin, and Juwan Johnson, but solid depth. Receivers, Olave, Mike Evans, Deontay, Lad McConkey, Brandon Cooks, Jalen Polk, Rashad Bateman, DJ Chark. It could be better. I kind of wish I had a 9th, but I can't really afford it. I need a 5th running back. And I'm probably in line for a Dylan Laube pick here. That feels like it. The other one, love this team. Lamar Jackson, Sam Darnold. Lamar stacked up with Andrews. Backup tight end Tyler Conklin. Running back is fucking deep. Chase Brown, Zach Moss, Jerome Ford, Rico Dowdle, Jalen Wright, Khalil Herbert, Jordan Mason. I'm on the clock, so we will go Dylan Lowry for sure. And then receiver, only 7 of them, but I'm fucking loaded in CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Adams, Brandon Ayuk, Brian Thomas, Lad McConkey, Darnell Mooney, and Andre Oshivas. So this is what I learned doing this pick 1, pick 2 combination of zero RB versus elite RB. I definitely prefer the zero RB team by a lot. And the fact that they both have Lamar as the quarterback really shows like where it works and where it doesn't. Like we're not comparing with like late quarterback strategy, early quarterback strategy. They both have the same QB1, and I definitely prefer this team a lot more. And running back is still pretty solid. Like running back, I feel really confident with Chase Brown, Zach Moss, Jerome Ford, Rico Dowdle, Jalen Wright, Khalil Herbert, Jordan Mason. A ton of upside, high floors. Yeah, this is definitely the preferred method for sure. But can I rate your team? Um, Remind me which league it was. I believe it was the first one we did. Nice drafting with you too. I was kind of inundated with a lot of stuff to pay attention to. Um, this one, right? Your Odebo 19. I'm pretty sure this is you. Just confirm. Pretty sure this one's you. Yes. Okay. Okay, so we got Kyler Murray. Is he stacked up with anyone? With Trey McBride, like it. Jordan Love stacked up with Josh Jacobs, Christian Watson. Nice. Bo Nix, bit of a luxury pick here. Stacked up with Cortland Sutton. So it does correlate, but kind of a luxury. Um, Not sure if you need Bo Nix there, but let's take a look at the rest of the team. Brees Hall, Josh Jacobs. Wow, love the combo. Blake Corum, Jalen Wright, Jordan Mason. So studs at the top, some high upside depth pieces like true league winners. If Corum, Jalen Wright, Jordan Mason hit, you are in business. And with Brees Hall and Josh Jacobs, you don't really need like safe depth. So love the 5 running back approach. Really, really nice. Um, Great stacks at quarterback. What does receiver look like? Devontae Adams, DK Metcalf, Christian Watson, Cortland Sutton, McMillan, Demarcus Robinson, and Yoshivas. So a little bit thin, but not bad at all. At tight end, you got McBride stacked up. Goddard, really good number 2. TJ Hawkinson. Yeah, I feel like Hawkinson is probably the pick I would change. It's not that Hawkinson at a value is bad, but you have 3 quarterbacks when your top 2 are kind of like good enough. I think the Bo Nix and Hawkinson selections are sort of luxury selections, and at least one of them being a receiver, I think would really help you. Like, let's take a look at the draft. Like, who did you pass up on in order to take Hawkinson? You went with Hawkinson above Leggett, Pearsall. I think I would have just gone Michael Wilson there to stack up with Kyler Murray. I know receiver wasn't like great. You definitely got sniped on like some of the better options. But yeah, I think that would be the only thing I'd really change. Knicks in round 18, it's fine. I think that's totally comfortable. Yeah, the third tight end when you already have McBride and Goddard, I think is slightly unnecessary. That's the only thing I would change. I'd rather have like Michael Wilson to stack up with Kyler instead of TJ Hawkinson. But he could definitely come back early. I mean, he's a fucking great player once he is on the field. So I understand it. Like you didn't really have great receivers to pivot to there. So it would have definitely been a reach on Michael Wilson, but I think it would have 100% been justified. Like, especially if Demario Douglas already off the board. You could also go with one of these rookies in Leggett and Pearsall, but they're very risky at the moment. Leggett is behind even Mingo on the depth chart, apparently. Pearsall Pearsall has a ton of upside, but he's hurt as well. So there's like risk with Pearsall, but Ayuk probably gets traded. So either pivoting to Pearsall or Michael Wilson, I think would have been the only change if I could go back in time. But otherwise, I love the team. The team is really good. Kind of a high reach on Brees, but I love him in round one. I'm fine with it. I don't love passing on like Jamar and Justin Jefferson and St. Brown, but like if that's really what you want to do, it can still work out. Um, the way you attacked running back later on, really great. But yeah, I'd either pivot to like a Jamar Chase and Saquon Barkley. Different like that. That would also really work. That also really feel good. Um, but yeah, I think the T.J. Hawkinson pick is really the one that stands out as like, yeah, maybe I'd shift on that. Otherwise, though, really good team, very competitive, great for best ball. I like it. Good job, man. Good job. Anyways, okay, now I'm calling it done. Now we're going to bed. Anyways, it's been fun. Appreciate everyone who's been joining me. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and take a look at my quarterback rankings out earlier this evening. And I'll finish up with ranking every quarterback later on this week. And yeah, good night, everyone. Good night. Good night. Bye bye.